situation.
Florida.
Yeah.
Right, we're starting with it so we can remember it.
Okay.
Then we're gonna just know and
Pay attention.
yeah. And if maybe I'm happy to, but I'm happy to mention it to the congregation before
Yeah, that's a good idea.
like before the responsive Shema
Yeah.
that we will be attempting to go into a different
Our
area than
intent
that.
is to, yes.
Okay, after Shema.
After
Are
after the
the-
responsive Shema, instead of doing the Carl Box we're
Okay.
gonna do Into the West, which we've done before, but it's confusing. But we're starting with it so we can.
Will do. Anytime, Danny.
I'm going.
Shabbat Shalom, everyone. Good morning. We will continue the service with Modeh Ani, page 99 in our Sidurim. Modeh Ani, I thank you, God, living and eternal sovereign, for your kindness in restoring my soul. The image here is that when we go to sleep, God takes our soul from our bodies and exists with our souls, enlivening our souls, bringing energy and vitality to our souls, so that the very next morning, God will put our soul back into our body and we'll go about our day, which includes thinking about having consciousness of God. So there's a very close interaction, intimate interaction with God throughout the night and throughout the day as well. So Modeh Ani, page 99.
Modeh ani lefanecha melechai v'kayam. Modeh ani lefanecha melechai v'kayam. Modeh ani lefanecha. Modeh ani
Blessings, please rise, 103.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher natan l'shekvi v'nyav l'havim beinu yom uvein laila. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech time and space, enables the bird to distinguish day from night. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam shasani b'tzalmo. Amen. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam shasani bat chori. Made me free. Amen. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam shasani Yisrael. Made me a Jew. Amen. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam Bokeach Ivrim. Sight to the blind. Amen. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam malbish aruvim. Clothes the naked. Amen. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam matir asurim. This is the bound. Amen. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam zokev kefufim. Those who are bound. Amen. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam roka haaretz al hamayim. Stretches out the earth over the water. Amen. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam hamechin mitzadei gaver. Steadies our staff. Amen. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam shasali kol tzorki. Provided for all my needs. Amen. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu Oser Yisrael Bigvura.
Strengthens the people Israel with courage.
Amen. Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, Oter Yisrael Tifara.
Crowns the people Israel with glory.
Amen. Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, Anoten le'arev koach.
Strength to the weary.
Amen.
Einu hayom kol yom l'cheinu chesed rachamim be'echa u'b'nei echol re'einu v'tigmelenu chasadim tovim Baruch atah Adonai Gomel chasadim tovim le'amo Yisrael.
Amen.
We begin Psuki de Zimra. These are psalms of praise, kind of a warm-up, spiritual warm-up to the central part of the service, which will come a little bit later. We remain standing, page 122, Baruch She'abar.
Baruch Hu, Baruch Shemo,
Baruch Hu, Baruch Shemo, Baruch
Baruch she'amar v'haya ha'olam. Baruch she'amar v'haya ha'olam. Baruch oseh bereishit. Baruch omer ve'oseh. Baruch gozer u'mekayem. Baruch merachem al haaretz. Baruch merachem al habriot. Baruch mishalem zachar tov l're'av. Baruch chai la'ad v'kayam la'netzach. Baruch podeh u'matzil. Baruch Hu, Baruch Shemo, Baruch Hu, Baruch Shemo. Baruch atah Adonai, Melech mehulal b'tishbachot. Baruch Hu, Baruch Shemo, Baruch Hu, Baruch Shemo, Baruch Hu.
You may be seated. Return to page 134. Magadlu, how great are God's thoughts. God creates a world with thoughts and with words. So we recognize that fact by chanting Magadlu. It's on page 134. It's the last line of that first paragraph. Magadlu ma'asecha ya.
Magadlu Masechaya Me'od aku machshevotecha. Hallelujah, hallelujah. Magadlu Masechaya Me'od
continue now, Ozi V'Zimrat Yah, page 143. It's that third line, middle of that line.
Ozi V'Zimrat Yah, Vayehi Lishua. Ozi V'Zimrat Yah, Vayehi Lishua.
continue now with the Shacharit service, the morning service proper, which includes the Shema and the Amida, central part, two parts of the service. We begin on page 147 at the first arrow, Shochena.
Yai dai dai, 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 yai dai dai.
להלל, לשבח, לפאר, לרומם, להדר, לברך, ללאו קלס, על כל דברי שירות בתשבחות, דוד בן ישי עבדך משיחך. Please rise, 148. ישתבח שמך ועל מלכנו. שיר שפחה עליו זמרה ושלצה. ברכות והודאות מעתה ועד עולם, ברוך אתה אדוני, אל מלך גדול בתשבחות, אל ההודאות אדון הנפלאות, הבוחר בשירי זמרה מלך מלכי העולמים. יתקדש ויתקדש שמי רבה. למען דברי קראתי וימליך באחותי, בחייך וביומך ובחיי דכל בית ישראל. בגלה ובזמן קריב. ויאמרו אמן. יהי שמירה במבורך לעולם עולם מעלמיה יתברך. יתברך וישתבח ויתפאר ויתרומם וינשא ויתהדר ויתעלה ויתהלל שמי לקודשה לעילה מן כל ברכתה ושירתה תושבחתה ונחמתה דמירם בעלמא ויאמרו אמן. 149. Second paragraph, page 150.
Ein derech Adonai Eloheinu ba'olam hazeh, ve'in zulafkat malkeinu l'chayei ha'olam haba, efes miltecha go aleinu limot hamashiach, ve'in gamelech ha'moshienu l'chiyat ha'metim.
151.
El Adon, al kol hamasim, baruch u'borach, befi kol neshama, gablo betuvo, male olam da'at, uduna sovevimoto. Amigal hayot hakodesh v'nehar v'chavod, olam merkavot v'chut u'mishor, lifnei chiso chesed v'rachamim lifnei kvodo. Tovim me'oro shebara Eloheinu yetzaram b'da'at b'bina u'baskel, koach u'gvura natan bahem liot moshli v'nerot tevel, b'leim zim u'pikim nogat na'ezviam b'chol ha'olam, zechim b'tzeitam b'sasim b'voam, osim be'ema v'tzom konam, be'er b'chavo nodim lishmot alav verina lezechem malchuto, kara l'shemesh vayizrach ora'a v'hikizu ora levana, sheva nodim lo kol tzivah varo, tiferet u'gedula serafim be'ofanim v'hayot hakodesh. Hey, ya 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 ya.
We continue silently. 152. Hebrew or English?
Kulam ahuvim, kulam berurim, kulam giburim, v'kulam osim be'ema uvira ratzon konam, v'kulam potechim et pihem, b'kedusha uv'tohora, b'shira uv'zimra, umvarachim, shabachim, pa'arim, ma'aritzim, umakdishim, umamichim, et Shem
Ha'el HaMelech, HaGadol HaGibor, v'Hanora Kadosh.
V'chulam mekablim alehem, omachut shemaim zeh mizeh, v'notnim rishut zeh lezeh, lehakdish, liyoteram benachat ruach, v'safa berura, uvenima kedosha, kulam kechad onim, ve'omerim be'yira.
Kadosh, 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 Adonai Tzivot, Melech kol haaretz kevodo.
Ve'ha'ofanim, ve'chayot ha'kodesh, ve'ra'ash gadol, minaseim le'umat serafim, le'umatam, mishabachim ve'omerim.
Baruch kevod Adonai Yimkomo.
Or Chadash al Tzion Ta'ir, v'nizkechu anu mehera le'oro, Baruch atah Adonai Yotzer HaMeorot.
We continue now, page 154, Ahava Rabbah. As we do, go through this paragraph in the Hebrew. I would ask everyone who has a talit to begin gathering up the four corners of that talit, which is tradition. And what is the talit about? Why is it so difficult to gather up the different parts of the talit? We look at the talit, we see it with our eyes, and we tell ourselves, we have consciousness of the fact that we shouldn't go according to what our eyes see, right? Lustily, going as our eyes see. And in just a moment, we'll say the Shema, which is hear. So we're seeing and we're hearing faculties that we have that orient ourselves to the world, and perhaps indicating a soul that integrates us into the spiritual world of God and God's existence and involvement in our lives. I'm going to talk a little bit about seeing as I introduce the Torah reading in just a few minutes. But lo tatur acharei einechem, that you should not turn, you should look at the tzitzit and not turn after what will lead your eyes astray. 154, Ahava Rabbah.
Ahava.
Silently towards the bottom of the page. Four corners. The last line of the page, 154.
Israel,
155, the Shema.
Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad. V'ahavta et Adonai Elohecha b'chol levacha u'b'chol nafshecha u'b'chol me'odecha v'hayu hadvarim ha'ele asher anochi mitzadecha hayom al levavecha v'shinantam levanecha v'dibarta bam b'shivtecha b'beitecha u'v'lechtecha b'derech u'v'ashpacha u'v'kumecha u'shartam le'od yadecha v'hayu letotafot b'neinecha u'ktavtam al mezuzot beitecha u'v'yisharecha.
156.
Adonai Elohechem
Emet yatziv lecha. Chaviv v'nechbar v'nayim v'avadin. 157. Emet Elohei olam hakinu tziragim v'nishim.
Lidor vador v'kayam u'shmo kayam v'tiso nachon u'malchuto v'emunato v'kayam.
V'dvarav chayim v'kayamim nemanim nechmanim. Im alavatenu aleinu adoninu adoninu.
Emet shatahu Adonai Eloheinu v'Elohei avotenu Malkeinu melech avotenu go'aleinu go'el avotenu Yotzrenu tzu Yeshuatenu Odenu matzilenu me'olam shemecha
Ein Elohim
zulatecha.
Avotenu atahu me'olam. Tenu Moshe l'vnei ha'machayim b'chol dor v'dor. Shir Hadash Service. 158, the arrow in the middle of the page.
Tehilot le'el elyon baruch hu mevorach Moshe u'Miriam u'bnei Yisrael lechanu shira besimcha rabah ve'amru kulam b'chamo Ezrat Yisrael, U'techeinu Mecha Yehuda v'Yisrael. Go Aleinu Adonai Tzvaot, Shemo Kedosh Yisrael. Baruch atah Adonai,
159.
Adonai, Sefatai Tivta, Ufi Agid, Tehilatecha, Adonai, Sefatai Tivta, Ufi Agid, Tehilatecha. Yai, lai, 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 lai. Yai, lai, 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 yai. 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 Yai, lai, 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 yai.
159. Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu v'Elohei Avoteinu, Elohei Abraham, Elohei Yitzchak, Elohei Yaakov, Elohei Sarah, Elohei Rivka, Elohei Rachel, Elohei Leah, Ha'el Hagadol, Hagibor v'Hanora, El Elyon, Gomel Chasadim Tovim, V'konei Hakol, V'zocher Chasdei Avot, U'mevi Goel Livnei V'neihem, Leman Shemo Be'ahava, Melech Ozer U'Moshiach U'Magen. Baruch atah Adonai, Magen Avraham U'Fokei Sarah, Atah Gibor Le'olam Adonai, Mechayim Eitim Atarav Lehoshia. Morid Hatal, Mechakel Chaim Bechesed, Mechayim Eitim Berachamim Rabim, Somech Noflim Berofech Olim, Umatir Asurim, Umekayem Emunato, Lishenei Afar, Michamocha Bagevurot, Umidom Elav, Melech Memit Umechayek, Umatzliach Yeshua. V'ne'emar atah chayot metim, Baruch atah Adonai, Mechayei hametim. Mekadesh et shimcha ba'olam, Kashem shemachti shemato b'shmei marom, Kakatuv al yad neviecha, V'kara ze el ze ve'amar,
Kadosh, 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 Adonai Tzvaot, Melech haaretz kevodo.
Az b'kol Mikdash Gadol, Adir v'chazak mashmiim kol, V'nasim lomat l'serafim, Lomatam Baruch Yomeru.
Baruch Adonai Mimkomo.
Mimkom chamakinu tofia v'timloch aleinu ki mechakim anachnu lach. Matai timloch b'tzion v'karov yameinu le'olam v'ad tishkon. Titkadal v'titkadash b'tok Yerushalayim yircha. L'dor v'ador u'lanetzach netzachim.
Ve'neinu tirena malchutecha kadavar ha'amur b'shirei uzecha.
Al yedei David Mashiach tzidkecha.
Yimloch Adonai Olam Elohai Tzion L'dor v'ador Hallelujah.
Vador nagigod lecha l'netzach netzachim kedushatcha nakdish. V'shivchacha Eloheinu mipinu le'emush le'elam va'ed. Ki hamelech gadol v'kadosh ata Baruch ata Adonai ha'el ha'kadosh. And we continue silently, Hebrew or English, the second paragraph on page 162.
Oh, say shalom bimromav, uyase shalom aleinu, ve'al kol Yisrael, ve'imeru amen. Oh, say shalom bimromav, uyase shalom aleinu, ve'al kol Yisrael, ve'imeru amen. Oh, say shalom bimromav, uyase shalom aleinu, ve'al kol Yisrael, ve'imeru amen. Oh, say shalom bimromav, uyase shalom aleinu, ve'al kol Yisrael, ve'imeru amen.
Yitkadav v'kadash shemei Rabba. Rak yirutev michvachutei v'chayechon uv'yomechon uv'chayerecho Beit Yisrael. V'agala uv'zman kariv ve'imeru.
Amen.
Yehei shmei Rabba mevorach. Le'olam olam me'almaya.
Yivarach.
Yivarach v'yishtav Yishtabach, Vitpar, Vitmam, Yinaseh, Vitadar, Vitalev, Vitalau, Shemed Kudusha, Barichu, Leila, Miko, Bekata, Bishirata, Tishbekata, Benachamata, Damiram Yama, Bimaru, Amen. Tigabel, Slothan, Vadchon, Decho, Yisrael, Kadam, Avahon, Divishmai, Bimaru, Amen. Yahei, Shlama, Min Shemai, Vachayim, Alena, Vial, Ko Yisrael, Bimaru, Amen. Oseh Shalom, Bimrama, Viaseh Shalom, Alena, Vial, Ko Yisrael, Bimaru,
Amen.
168, Torah service.
Ein kamocha v'Elohim Adonai.
Ve'en k'ma'asecha, malchutcha, malchut kol olamim, u'memshaltecha b'chol dor v'dor. Adonai melech, Adonai malach, Adonai yimloch le'olam va'ed. Adonai oz le'amo yitain, Adonai yivarech et amo b'shalom.
Vayehi binso Aharon, vayomer Moshe.
I'll be off in dating.
Shema Yisrael Adonai
Page
Eloheinu
171.
Adonai Echad.
Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad.
Echad Eloheinu Gadol Adonai Kadosh Shem.
Echad Eloheinu, Gadol Adonai Kadosh Shemo.
Gadlu Adonai Iti Uneromem Hashemo Yachdav.
Lecha Adonai HaGedula VeHaGevura VeHaTiferet VeHaNetzach VeHaHod Gibor HaShamayim uVha'aretz. Lecha Adonai HaMamlacha VeHamin Naseh lechol eresh. Romemu Adonai Eloheinu ve'yishachnavu leHakoshos. Romemu
You may be seated. All right, very exciting morning for us this morning. Alex and Gordos, they're Ufruf, and we're going to be bringing them up for an aliyah. Say a blessing for them, throwing the candy. It's going to be great. Always is. We're so happy that young couples and their families can come to celebrate with us. Okay, just a minute as we're settling ourselves. Okay. So what is this Torah portion about? It's called Balak, and Balak is a Moabite king who is concerned that the Israelites who are walking through the desert going to conquer their land. All right, that's what kings do, right? They're worried about their own lives, right? Because they're kings or authoritarians, right? You can have a new king if you kill the old king. So they're nervous about that. And they're also nervous because they're ahead of the army. They're also nervous that outside countries can come in and kill them as well. And the Israelites are walking through the desert. Balak sees them, terrified. No need to be. We'll talk about that in a second. But terrified that the Israelites are going to come and conquer the Moabites. It's impossible. There weren't enough Israelites. Israelites weren't armed. This was not a people that were threatening other peoples, but Balak saw them and thought the worst. He saw them. It's an important concept to see, right? Neuroscientists say that upwards of 1/3 of our brains are there for sight. And as you all know, we don't see each other. We see the image in our brain of each other. And 1/3 of our brain works towards that goal. Right? And it's important. It's very important because I don't want to walk into a wall. I don't want to get in front of a bus. It's interesting because sight is one aspect of this faculty, but interpreting what you see is a whole other faculty. So 1/3 of your brain is sight, and then more over and above that is to interpret what you're seeing. And it's just as important to interpret what you're seeing. Right? So in my house, in my office, I don't know how, there's a fly that always finds its way into my office. And you probably all know that. That same fly is probably in your office, right? And I try to get it. Sometimes I'm successful. But I'm looking at that fly, and I know when I see that fly, I'm going to make an interpretation. And that interpretation is that fly is very unlikely to kill me. Right, so I go about my business, right, the fly bugs me, but I'm not worried. I see it, but I'm not worried that I'm going to die. On the other hand, when I see a bus coming down the street, I see it, but then I have to interpret the fact that if I step in front of it, it's going to squish me just like I could squish that fly, right? So what we see is the first aspect. How we interpret it is the next piece of that. And that's what's happening with Balak. He's seeing a people that he thinks are so threatening, but they really aren't. And he goes to all kinds of trouble to find a wizard. Again, a wizard, right? Idolatry, a wizard, Balaam, to go and curse those people so they can't destroy the Moabite people. That's what Balak is thinking. All you need to do is get a wizard, curse the people, everything's okay. Sees a people, but then interprets crazy things. And we see the same, the Pharaoh in Egypt. He saw the people of Israel in his kingdom, and he was worried that this people would get so large that one day they would come to overthrow the Pharaoh. And again, ridiculous. Right? Egypt was one of 2 superpowers in the world. So the Israelite people, even though that they're multiplying, to go against the Pharaoh, the leader of the people that are housing them, are welcoming them in, he saw the people and he interpreted it in a twisted way. And then we end up with the plagues and the deaths of the firstborn. And Pharaoh made a really wrong interpretation of that. Right? And we see this all throughout history, mostly with anti-Semites looking at us and thinking that we're so grand that just to see us will overthrow and destroy a kingdom. And the Holocaust, another very strange thing. Right? The Nazis, Hitler saw the Jews as like animals to be slaughtered, but he also thought this is a worldwide conspiracy. The Jews were the most powerful people in the world. Again, twisted. Right? He saw a people, and his interpretation was twisted. What's great about this Parsha is we see this story take place in such an interesting way. Balak says to the wizard Bilam, go to the people and curse them. So on his way, it's a somewhat complicated story, but on his way, Bilam is riding his donkey, and they're going towards the people of Israel so they can see them and curse them. But God, not wanting Bilam to succeed, right, in cursing, puts an angel of God, an angel with a sword, right in front of the donkey. If the donkey had moved forward, Bilam would have been slaughtered by the angel. And Bilam didn't see the angel. Again, sight. Didn't see the angel, was blind to the angel. Who wasn't blind to the angel? The donkey. And I think that's great irony. I see that as just just so much fun. It's as if the Torah is having fun. Right? The donkey sees what the master riding on it cannot see. Again, vision. What happens? Bilam goes and ultimately sees the people of Israel and can't curse the people, ends up blessing the people because he sees the same people that Balak sees, but he interprets it in a completely different way, as if giving the people the benefit of the doubt, let's say. So he sees the people, Matovu ohalecha Yaakov, how goodly are your tents, Jacob. That's what he's saying. This is the so-called curse. It's really a blessing. How goodly are your tents, O Israel. You are a beautiful people. You are a people apart, yes, but you're a people apart because you have a special role, a good role, a noble role to play in the world. Bilam sees the people and interprets the people for the good. I think it's a message and a lesson that we can learn. It says it even in Pirkei Avot, that when you look at somebody, give them the benefit of the doubt. Because you don't have to look at everybody as an enemy. You have to keep your eyes open because sometimes people are your enemy. But in most cases in our lives, if we can see, but then interpret for the good, most of the time that is to our benefit and to the benefit of the community. So we're going to see and we're going to interpret. But interpret, if you can, the benefit of the doubt and our lives. And the lives of those around us will be greatly improved. Right? Matovu ohalecha Yaakov, how goodly are your tents, O Jacob, beautiful people, people that are going to make an enormous difference in Western civilization. So, Shabbat Shalom. Okay. Scott, are you starting at Hamishi, do you know? Are you starting with the fifth Aliyah, Hamishi? Oh, okay. What? Here? Okay, 'cause I don't have that written down.
March 23rd.
Okay.
That's right. We'll have to make sure it's these.
22. If you want to, go for it. Okay. Okay. First, is the Alex and Gordon. Okay. What's that? Okay. All right, we'll move on with our Torah reading. ויעזור ויגן ויושיע לכל החוסים בו ונאמר אמן הכל הבו גדל אלוהינו נתנו כבוד לתורה יעמוד יעמדו אלישבע בת פנחס צבי ברקפת ומשה שלום בן ארי שלמה ושנה הינדה הראשונה ברוך שנתן תורה לעמוס רבי קדושתו ואתם מדביקים אדוני אלוהיכם חיים כולכם היום. And we call upon Alex Kasdan and Michael Gordon Gordo for the first Aliyah, and that is on page, that first Aliyah.
Should we introduce ourselves too?
Yes, please.
Okay. Hi.
We're getting to it. Hold on.
We'll distract you in the meantime. I'm Alex Kasdan,
And I'm Gordo.
like Madonna. And we are here to celebrate our Ofra.
Nice. All right.
Okay.
Okay, page 862, 39, which begins at Revi'i, like Lamitet, the bottom of 862.
Baruch et Adonai Hamvorach.
Baruch Adonai Varach Le'olam Va'ed.
Baruch Adonai Hamvorach Le'olam Va'ed. Baruch Atah Adonai Eloheinu Melech HaOlam Asher Bachar Banu Mikol Ha'amim V'natan Lanu et Torato. Baruch Atah Adonai Noten HaTorah.
Amen.
Amen. Vayelech Bilam in Balak, Vayava'u Kiryat Hutzot, Vayispach Balak Bakar Batzon, Vayishalach Bilam Lasarim Asher Ito, Vayihiva Boker Vayikach Balak et Bilam Vayalehu Bamot, Baal Vayar Misham Kaseh Ha'am, Vayom Bilam El Balak, V'nei V'zeh Shiva Mizbachot, V'chachen Li V'zeh Shiva Farim V'Shiva Elim, V'yas Balak Kasher Diber Bilam, Vayal Balak Ubilam Parva'il V'Mizbeach, Vayomer Bilam Levalak, V'Yatzeh Al Olatecha V'Elcha, Ulai Yikareh Adonai Likrati, Udvar Ma'yireni V'Gadati Lach, Vayelech Shfi, Vayikar Elohim El Bilam, Vayomer Elav, Et Shivat Mizbachot Arachti Va'al Parva'il V'Mizbeach, Vayasem Adonai Devar B'fi V'Lam Vayomer Shuv El Balak V'chot Tedaber.
Baruch Atah Adonai Eloheinu Melech HaOlam Asher Natan Lanu Torah Temet V'Hayei Olam Nata B'Tochenu Baruch Atah Adonai Noten HaTorah.
Amen. Okay, we might need another tall person. Well, I think they can do it. All right. Here is your Ufraf blessing. Misha Be'erach Avotenu Avraham Yitzchak V'Yaakov Sarah Rivka Rachel V'Leah V'Yivarech Et HaChatan Elisheva Bat Pinchas V'Rakefet V'Moshe Shalom Ben Ari Shlomo V'Shena Hinda Asher B'Karov Yinkansu L'Chupa Ba'avor She'alu L'Chvod HaMakom V'Lichvod HaTorah V'Lichvod HaShabbat HaKadosh Baruch Hu Yadrichem Livnot Bait B'Yisrael Bait Bo Yishkavu Ahava V'Achava V'Shalom V'Reut Bait Bo Yigadlu Vanim V'Brut V'Osher B'Havat Torah U'Masim Tovim V'Yishlach Bracha V'Tzacha B'Chol Ma'aseh Yadehem V'Nomar Amen. May God, who blessed our ancestors Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, Sarah, Rebecca, Rachel, and Leah, bless this Chatan, Michael Gordo, and his Kala, Alex Kasdan, who will be joined under the chuppah this fall, and who have come today for an aliyah with reverence for God and respect for the Torah on this Shabbat. May the Kadosh Baruch Hu help them to build a Jewish home based on love and harmony, peace and companionship. May they be blessed with healthy children and lives imbued with happiness, love for Torah, and masim tovim, good deeds. May God bring blessing and success to all their worthy endeavors. And let us say, Amen. Simen tov, mazel tov, mazel tov, simen tov, simen tov, mazel tov, mazel tov, simen tov, simen tov, mazel tov, mazel tov, simen tov. Elanu, 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 ulechol Yisrael. Elanu, elanu, ulechol Yisrael. Mazel tov. And mazel tov to Alex and Gordo's family, many of whom are watching online, so mazel tov to you all. And mazel tov to Alex and Gordo's friends and fellow davening team members. We're so happy and pleased to celebrate with you both. So mazel tov.
It was really important for me to share this with this community because you're my family here. Like when I first moved here 6 years ago, like I didn't know anybody, and this is what made me feel at home. So thank you.
Nice. Nice. Mazel tov. So for the second aliyah? The second aliyah? Ah, okay. Go ahead, you need to pull it off now. Okay, Hebrew names. Talmud,
Leah bat Rivka.
Leah bat Rivka Moshe, Shlomo Aaron ben Tzvi. You guys want to introduce yourself?
Hi, I'm Helen, and this is Steve, and we're back visiting, and it feels really good to be here at Shir Hadash. And when the ice and snow is here, please come visit us in Tucson.
All right.
860, page 864.
And Scott Miller will continue laning Torah for us.
Baruch hu et Adonai hamvorach.
Baruch Adonai Barak Le'olam Va'ed.
Baruch Adonai hamvorach le'olam va'ed. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, asher bachar banu mikol ha'amim, v'natan lanu et Torato. Baruch atah Adonai noten haTorah.
Amen.
Amen. וישב אליו, והנה ניצב על עולתו, הוא בחוסרי מואב, ויישא משלו, ויאמר מן ארם, ינחני מלך מלך מואב, מהררי קדם, והרע לי יעקב, ולך זעמה ישראל, מה יעקב לא תבוא, אל מה אזון לא זעם אדוני, כי מראש סורים ארנו יעקב אשרנו, אין עם לבדד ישכון, וגויים לא יתחשב. נאמנה עפר יעקב מספר את רובע ישראל תמות נפשי מות ישרים ותהי אחריתי כמוהו. ויאמר בלק אל בלעם מה עשית לי? לעקב אויבי לקחתיך והנה ברכת ברך. ויען ויאמר הלא את אשר ישים אדוני בפי אותו אשמור לדבר.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, asher natan lanu Torah emet, v'chayei olam nata b'tochenu. Baruch atah Adonai noten haTorah.
Amen. Talmud, Abigail bat Amir, Hashlishi. Call upon Abigail Kaufman for the next aliyah.
ברכו את אדוני המבורך.
Baruch Adonai Barak Le'olam Va'ed.
ברוך אדוני המבורך לעולם ועד. ברוך אתה אדוני אלוהינו מלך העולם אשר בחר בנו מכל העמים ונתן לנו את תורתו. ברוך אתה אדוני נותן התורה.
Amen.
אמן. ויאמר אליו בלק, לך נא איתי אל מקום אחר אשר תירנו משם, אפס קצהו תראה וכולו לא תראה, וכוונו לי משם, ויקחהו שדה צופים אל ראש הפסגה, ויבן 7 מזבחות, ויעל פרווה עיל במזבח, ויאמר אל בלק, התייצב כה על עולתך, ואנוכי אקרא כה, ויקרא אדוני אל בלעם, וישם דבר בפיו, ויאמר שוב אל בלק, וכה תדבר, ויבוא אליו, והינו ניצב על עולתו, בשרי מואב איתו, ויאמר לו בלק, מה דיבר אדוני? ויישא משלו, ויאמר קום בלק, ושמע האזינה עדי בנות ציפור, lo ish el v'chazev uven adam v'itnecham ahu amar v'lo yaseh v'diber v'lo yikimena Yinei barech lakachti uverech v'lo ashivena lo hibit aven b'Yakov v'lo ra'ah amal b'Yisrael Adonai Elohav imo utrat melech bo El motziam mitzrayim katafot reim lo ki lo nachash b'Yakov v'lo kesem b'Yisrael ka et yamer al Yaakov ul Yisrael ma pa'al el in am kolavi yakum v'chari yitnasa lo yishkav ad yochal teref v'dam chalalim yishteh Vayomer Balak El Bilam Gam Kov Lo Tikavenu Gam Barech Lo Tivarchenu Hayaan Bilam Vayomer El Balak Halo Dibarti Elecha Lemor Kol Asher Yidaber Adonai Oto Esem
ברוך אתה אדוני אלוהינו מלך העולם אשר נתן לנו תורת אמת וחיי עולם נטע בתוכנו ברוך אתה אדוני נותן התורה
Amen. Yasher Koach. Okay, the fifth Aliyah. Aliyah number 5. Oh, sorry, Eileen. Right, okay, Eileen, coming up. Talmud, Esther Bat Shlomo, HaRevi'i.
Yeah, I just wanted to say I'm here celebrating my birthday. My family's here, and I have my sister coming in from England, and it's just a pleasure to be part of this community.
Mazel tov.
Yeah, thanks. Thanks. Baruch atah Adonai Hamavara.
Baruch Adonai Baruch Le'olam Va'ed.
Baruch atah Adonai Hamavara Le'olam Va'ed. Oh, Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher bachar banu mikol ha'amim v'natananu et Torato. Baruch atah Adonai noten ha'Torah.
Amen.
Vayomer Balak El Bilam L'chadna Ekachacha El Makom Acher Ula Yishar B'nei Elohim V'kabotoli Misham Vayikach Balak et Bilam Rosh HaPa'or HaNishkaf Al Pnei HaYishimon Vayomer Bilam El Balak B'nei Li B'zeh Shiva Mizbachot V'chachen Li B'zeh Shiva Farim V'Shiva Elim V'yas Balak Kasher Amar Bilam Vaya'al Parva'ayil Ba'mizbeach.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher natan lanu Torat emet v'chayei olam natan b'tukenu. Baruch atah Adonai noten ha'Torah.
Amen. Yasher Koach. Okay, the next Aliyah. Okay, this is the fifth Aliyah. There we go. Okay. Okay, your Hebrew name? Sorry. Hebrew name? Chava.
Bat
Bat.
Esther Abraham.
Esther
Good
Abraham.
enough?
That's good. That's good.
Hi, I'm Anne, and I'm here to celebrate the third yahrzeit of my mother. My mother died at 99. She had a wonderful life. She was a social worker. She was a huge defender of women and children way before its time. And when I came to celebrate the first yahrzeit, and there were only 30 of us in the whole sanctuary, one of the people happened to be my dear friend Nora Schrute. And she was celebrating her mother's yahrzeit. And she said to me, you know, we're forming a group. Would you like to be part of it? And I said, sure. And that became the Tikkun Olam group. And we've been now together, this adventure, for 2 years. We've sort of been finding our way in many different ways. Mostly we've been focusing on helping our unhoused neighbors. And I am delighted and honored to be sharing the Shabbat with my Tikkun Olamers in the back row, especially Gitit, who's been keeping me on track as I lose my place in the Siddur. So thank you very much. Oops. Baruch hu et Adonai hamborach.
Baruch Adonai Baruch Le'olam Va'ed.
Baruch atah Adonai hamborach. Le'olam vayed. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech ha'olam asher bachar banu mikol ha'amim v'natan lanu et Torato. Baruch atah Adonai noten ha'torah.
Amen.
Amen. Vayar bil'am ki tov b'nei Adonai levarech Yisrael v'lo halach kefam befam likrad nefashim vayashet el hamidbar panav v'yisavir lam et einav vayar Yisrael shochen lishvatav v'tehi alav ruach Elohim v'yisam shalav v'yomar ne'um bilam b'no ve'or u'ne'um ha'gever shetum ha'ayim ne'um shomea imrei el asher machazeh shaddai yachazeh nofel u'galui einayim ma tovu halacha Yaakov mishkenotecha Yisrael kinchalim nitayu keganot alei nahar ka'ahalim nata Adonai ka'arazim alei mayim yizamayim itayav v'zar'o b'mayim rabim ve'yarom me'agad mako v'tinaseh malchuto el motzio mimitzrayim ketoafot re'em lo yochal goyim tzarav v'atmotehem yigarim v'chitzav yimchat karashachav ka'ari uchlavim yikimenu nevarachecha baruch ve'orarecha arur vayichar av balak el bilam vayispok et kapav vayomer balak el bilam lakov oivai kiraticha v'hine berach tavarech zeh shalosh pe'amim ve'ata barach lecha el mekomecha amarti kabed achabedecha v'hine minach Adonai mikavod vayomer bilam el balak halo gam el malachecha asher shalachta elai dibarti lemor initen li balak v'lo ve'tov kesef v'zahav lo uchal lavor et pi Adonai la'asot tova ora'ah milibi asher yedaber Adonai oto adaber.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher natan lanu Torah emet v'chayei olam nata betochenu. Baruch atah Adonai noten ha'torah.
Amen. Yasher koach. My Hebrew name, Talmud.
Sarah Bat Asha.
Sarah Bat Asha Be'elina. Okay. Shishi.
Sure. I'm Cheryl. I'm visiting from Las Vegas, and it's just wonderful to be here. Thank you. Baruch hu et Adonai. Baruch hu et Adonai hambarach.
Baruch Adonai Baruch Le'olam Va'ed.
Baruch Adonai hambarach le'olam va'ed. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher bacha banu mikol ha'amim v'natan lanu et Torato. Baruch atah Adonai noten ha'torah.
Amen.
Amen. Ve'ata hineni holech le'ami lecha ya'atecha asher ya'aseh ha'am hazeh le'amcha b'acharit hayamim וישם משלו ויאמר נאום בלעם בנו ואור ונאום הגבר שתום העין נאום שומע אמריאל ויודע דעת עליון מחזה שדי יחזה נופל וגלוי עיניים אראנו ולא אתה אשרנו ולא קרוב דרך כוכב מיעקב וקם שבט מישראל ומחץ פאתי מואב וקרקר כל בני שת והיה אדום ירשה שעיר אויביו וישראל עושה חיל וירד מיעקב והביא שריד מעיר וירא את עמלק וישם משלו ויאמר ראשית גויים עמלק ואחריתו עדי עובד וירא את הקני וישם משלו ויאמר איתן מושבך ושים בסלע קינך כי אם יהיה לבאר קין עד מה אשור תשבך וישם משלו ויאמר אוי נחיה משמואל ושים יד כתים ואינו אשור ואינו עבר וגם הוא עדי עובד ויקום בלעם וילך וישוב למקומו וגם בלק הלך לדרכו.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher natan lanu Torat emet v'chayei olam natan b'tzalkenu Baruch atah Adonai noten haTorah.
Amen. Yasher koach. Yamod. Leah bat. Eliyahu v'Leah. Hashavi'i.
Shabbat Shalom, everybody. I'm Leslie Alger. It's a real joy to be here today. I'm here with a lot of gratitude. I came through a year of some health challenges, and I'm feeling great. So I feel very blessed. And I have a mantra, BJ, look for beauty and joy. And I find joy in the service. So I want to thank Rabbi and Tammy Dolan for creating the service. I want to thank the entire davening team who brings such beautiful voices and harmonies to lift up our prayers and bring us closer to Judaism. Thank you all. Baruch hu et Adonai hamvarach.
Baruch Adonai hamvarach le'olam va'ed.
Baruch Adonai hamvarach le'olam va'ed. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher bachar banu mikol hamim v'natan lanu et Torato. Baruch atah Adonai noten haTorah.
Amen. Vayeshev Yisrael b'shittim vayachel ha'am lisnot el benot Moab. Vatikren el ha'am lezivchei Eloheihan vayachel ha'am v'yishtachavu le'Eloheihan v'yitzamed Yisrael le'Baal Peor v'yichar af Adonai b'Yisrael v'yomer Adonai el Moshe kach et kol rashei ha'am v'hoka otam l'Adonai neged hashamesh v'yashov charon af Adonai m'Yisrael v'yomer Moshe el shavtei Yisrael hirgu ish anashav hanitzmadim leval peor v'hinei ish ibnei Yisrael v'yachrev elechav et hamijanit l'nei Moshe u'l'nei kol adat b'nei Yisrael v'hem avochim petach ohel moed v'yar Pinchas ben Elazar ben Aharon hakohen v'yakom ito chayda ויקח רמח בידו, ויבוא אחר איש ישראל אל הקובה, ויקור את שניהם, את איש ישראל ואת האישה אל קובתה, ותעצר המגפה מעל בני ישראל, ויהיו המתים במגפה 24
Aleph.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher natan lanu Torah emes v'chayei olam natan b'torkeinu. Baruch atah Adonai noteinu
Torah. Shakar. Just put the cover on there. We will continue now with the Misha Berach prayer for all those in our community who are ill.
Ana elna,
Ana
elna, Ana elna refana,
Berach Avotenu Abraham Yitzchak v'Yaakov Imotenu Sarah Rivka Rachel Leah V'Yivarech v'Yirapeh et kol ha'cholim HaKadosh Baruch Hu Yimalei Rachamim Aleim L'chazikam Rabotam V'Shlach Lehem Mehira Refuah Shlema Min HaShamayim Refuat HaNefesh Refuat HaGuf B'Tok Shar HaCholim Chazek Yedei Oskim V'Tarichem Shabbatim L'Zok Refuah Kravel Avo Hashta B'Agalav V'Zman Kariv V'Nomar Ameh. To the one who blessed our ancestors Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, Sarah, Rebecca, Rachel, and Leah, bring blessing and healing to all those we are remembering today. May the Holy One mercifully restore them to health and vigor, granting them spiritual and physical well-being, together with all others who are ill, and may God grant strength to those who tend to them. Though Shabbat is a time to refrain from crying out, we yet hope and pray that healing is at hand. Let us say Amen. Please rise as the Torah is lifted and rolled. Yamdu Hamagbiv Hagolelet. Vezot HaTorah Asher Sam Moshe Lifnei Bnei Yisrael Al Biyado
Yonji, Wekusan Yusa, Abalu Ganda, Okutula, Inemato, Umanai, Shevet Achim, Gam Yachad, Inemato, Umanai, Shevet Achim, Gam Yachad.
Page 183.
Hallelujah, et Shem Adonai, Ki niskach Shemo levado.
Shamayim Yoyem Keren Yamo Tehila Vechosita Bnei Yisrael Am Kerovo Hallelujah Hallelujah
Yitgera v'kera Shemei Rabbi. Amadi Rakir Teva Michwachutei v'chayechon uvimechon v'chayerecho Beit Yisrael. Bagalai v'zmakari v'imaru.
Amen.
Yehei Shmei Rabbi Mevorach.
Le'olamo le'omaya yitarach.
K'vi Ishtabach Bar Marmina Sevita David Levit Alash made a good shot. Laila Miko Brigata Shirata Tushpakata Benachamata Damiram Yamavimaru.
Amen.
Kabel Slotan Vadchon, the Chol Yisrael Kadam Vahandi Bishma Vimaru.
Amen.
Hey Shlam Rab Mishamaya Vachayim Alena Vel Kol Yisrael Vimaru.
Amen.
Say Shalom Bimramav Yaseh Shalom Alena Vel Kol Yisrael Vimaru.
Amen.
204 Ein Kelohenu.
Ein Keloheinu, Ein Kadoneinu, Ein Kemalkeinu, Ein Kemoshienu, Non como nuestro Dios, non como nuestro Señor, non como nuestro Rey, non como nuestro Salvador. Mi Keloheinu, mi Kadoneinu, mi Kemalkeinu, mi Kemoshienu, Ken como nuestro Dios, Ken como nuestro Señor. Ken como nuestro Rey, Ken como nuestro Salvador. No del Eloheinu, no del Adonai, no del Malkeinu, no del Moshienu. Lo reemos nuestro Dios, lo reemos nuestro Señor, lo reemos nuestro Rey, lo reemos nuestro Salvador. Baruch Eloheinu, Baruch Adoneinu, Baruch Malkeinu, Baruch Moshienu, bendito nuestro Dios, bendito nuestro Señor, bendito nuestro Rey, bendito nuestro Salvador. Atahu Eloheinu, Atahu Adoneinu, Atahu Malkeinu, Atahu Moshienu, tu sos nuestro Dios, tu sos nuestro Señor, tu sos nuestro Rey, tu sos nuestro Salvador. Atahu Shekiru Avoteinu, Lefanecha K'toei Chassanim, Yalla la la la, Yalla la la la, Yalla la la la, Yalla la 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 la, Yalla 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 la la la.
205 Alenu.
Aleinu leshabeach ladon hakol, latei gedula yotzer breshit, shelo asanu kigoyei haratzot, velo samanu k'mishpachot ha'adama, shelo sam chelkeinu kahem, vegor aleinu kechol hamonam, v'anachnu korim u'mishtachavim u'modim lifnei Melech Malchei HaMelachim HaKadosh Baruch Hu. V'hashervota Elohim,
Kaddish, page 207. Yitkadal v'yitkadash shemei Rabbah.
Amen.
Ve'alma divra kirutei v'amlich malchutei. V'chayechon v'yomechon v'chayei l'chol beit Yisrael. V'bizman kariv v'meru. Amen. Yehei shmei Rabbah mevarach le'olam u'me'el maya. Yitbarach v'yishtabach v'yitpar v'yitramam v'yitnaseh. V'yit hadar v'italev v'itala shemei d'kudsha
Barichu.
V'ela min kol birchata v'shivata v'ushbechata v'nechamata damiran be'alma b'meru.
Amen.
Yehei shlama rabba min shemaya v'chaim aleinu v'al kol Yisrael v'meru.
Amen.
Yaseh shalom b'mramav hu yaseh shalom aleinu v'al kol Yisrael v'meru.
Amen.
Now I'd like to call upon Karen Blank, President of the Alliance, for the announcements.
Good morning. Shabbat Shalom.
Shabbat Shalom.
First, a big mazel tov to Alex and Michael. Where are you? There you are. And to their parents, Jeremy and Kev Kasdan, and Shelley and Larry Gordon, on your upcoming nuptials. It was really nice to celebrate with you this morning. There you are. I'm not seeing her.
Mazel tov.
So mazel tov. Thank you. And while we were over here enjoying Shir Hadash, Rabbi Shloman was over in the traditional service having her very first Shabbat with us. So we want to welcome her. Please welcome her at Kiddush. And if you can, RSVP on our website to join us for Shabbat in the Park in Westlands on July 22nd to officially welcome her and Nate Bankier, her husband, and their two girls, Liel and Maytal, to our community. Our next Azamra Friday night musical service and dinner will take place on July 29th. And if you were at the last one, you know what a great evening it was, so we hope you'll join us. Everyone 12 and up are welcome to join us for this year's High Holiday Choir. Rehearsals start tomorrow and continue through the middle of September. And if you're interested, please contact Leah Peer. We are very grateful to our greeter team. I think Amir just left. But they work so hard, and there seem to be fewer and fewer of them. So please take a minute to thank them and notice where the exits are when you come into our spaces. We really want to encourage anyone who'd like to help our safety and greeter team to reach out to Amir and volunteer. And I know that many of us would like to get back across the street for Shir Hadash, and we really can only do that if we get more people on our security team. So there's a good incentive for us to help them out. And I just want to take a moment before I invite David up, who I know has some words for Rabbi Dahlin and Tammy. I'm not going to say we've come full circle, because that also feels like we're saying goodbye, which we're not. We're not. But as many of you know, it was Rabbi Dahlin and Tammy who brought us this incredible service, and it's what brought many of us to HEA as members and gave us a very special community here and a different way to pray and engage with each other. And we're so grateful to you both for that. And I want you to know, this isn't goodbye. As I said to Tammy, it's just another step on your journey. And I know we're going to see you a lot, but for those of you who don't know, this is Rabbi Dahlin and Tammy's last official Shir Hadash as senior rabbi. So please wish them well in that regard, but they're members of our community. They always will be, and we're very grateful for all you've done for HEA, of course, and particularly for our HEA, or our Shir Hadash community. So thank you. David, please. Thanks. Shabbat Shalom.
Shabbat Shalom. Thank you.
So thanks, Karen. I won't repeat because I was going to say a few words about the retirement. Is it working? Yes? No? But I do want to say a personal thanks to Tammy and to Rabbi, and I think perhaps I will be speaking for the rest of us, the rest of you here as well. Thank you both for helping us and guiding us and teaching us to nourish and open our souls. We're going to do two concluding songs today. The first is one of Rabbi's favorite, Tzuri Goaliyah, and then I'll say something about the second one afterwards. So please rise.
Oh, and Rabbi is starting this
Oh, I'm
one.
starting?
Sorry. Oh, yeah.
Ay, 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 ay,
So the last concluding song that we'll do is a melody song that Rabbi introduced to us about 10 years ago. And there was some fair amount of skepticism, including me. I was probably the head of that list. But the rabbi was right. We were all won over. It's a song of beauty and joy and togetherness. And we're going to sing Sanctuary Song.
Oh,
Yeah, you can push this back.
May the words of our mouth and the meditations of my heart be acceptable to you, Yah, my rock.
Shabbat Shalom.